I really wanted to do weekly videos because with Lilia and Ariel, whenever I found out that I was pregnant, I got them a little book each, and so I wrote in the book every week, just any little changes or symptoms or any kind of updates through the whole pregnancy, and I wrote in it mostly every week. I just slip up a bit, especially with Ariel's because I had Lilia and but all the way up until they were born, and then I even went past that a little bit. I've gotten real slack with it now, but so I wanted to do a video a week with sort of updates and stuff, but we didn't tell anyone until 12 weeks. Well, didn't tell most people until 12 weeks, and then even a couple of weeks after that, I think. We were a bit slow on that, and then at about 15 weeks I had some complications, so then I didn't start the videos then, just in case anything went seriously wrong, because like talking with my midwife, she said that I felt like everything was okay and she was pretty sure everything was okay, but if the case was that I was miscarrying, then there was nothing we could do about it except sort of wait it out. So I didn't make any videos then, and just in case, because I didn't want to put up videos and then have to explain if something did go wrong. So I will be doing a video a week from now on, video diary, whatever you want to call it, weekly vlogs, just to update, to keep for myself, for you, whoever, for the baby to look back on. So I've got my stuff written down on paper because I tried to do this video already and just blew. I've only got 15 minutes on the camera before I run out of space, so I'm going to try and hurry up and get through this one. So weekly from now on. So I'm 18 weeks today, so today is Thursday the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes, yay, and I won't be home because I'm at work and the kids are home with Jason, so we're not going to be doing any fireworks tonight, but we will hopefully buy some fireworks tonight because it's the last night to get them, so they should be massively on sale. And then on Saturday I'll either do something with the kids then, or the Speedway in Huntly opens on Saturday night. It's their opening night, so they've got a big fireworks display on, so maybe I'll take them to that. My dad would be keen for that, so we might do that. Symptoms up until now. So with Lilia and Ariel, I didn't get any morning sickness at all, and this time I got it something wicked, which was new and frustrating, but you know, maybe that means it might be a boy. I know that you can have no morning sickness with one and then big morning sickness with the next, and then still both be girls, but fingers crossed, maybe we'll get our boy this time. What else? Oh, for the last 2.5 weeks, I think I've been feeling movement, and just in the last couple of days I think I can feel it on my hand as well, like on the outside, not just on the inside, so that's exciting. That would have helped through the complications that I had, because it was, what did I say, 15 weeks, so it was like at that point where you just can't feel anything yet, so you don't have that little bit of reassurance. Like, I was at work when things started going wrong, and then I tried to ring my midwife, but it was her weekend off. She has every second weekend off. So I tried to ring her, and it went to a backup midwife who told me to go straight to the hospital, but I didn't want to go to the hospital. So she told me to go lie down, so I went to lie down, and then I went back to work. Well, it was before work that I went to lie down, and then I did my shift, and then after my shift I went up to the hospital just in case. And all I wanted to do was hear the heartbeat, and I kept telling them that at the hospital, and they kept going, oh, you have to wait. So I sat there for about 2 hours, and they took bloods and just sat in the waiting room, and I didn't get there till probably 10 o'clock, so I was there till about midnight, and then managed to get a hold of the backup midwife again, and she said she'd been trying to track me down all day and couldn't find any of, so Carol is my midwife, so this backup midwife Bronwyn couldn't find any of Carol's records of a patient who lives in Huntly. She figured I'd lived in Huntly because I told her I was in Huntly on the phone, but I was just working in Huntly. So she had been trying to get a hold of me all day, and couldn't, and I managed to get a hold of her, and so she said to come down to River Ridge and Waterford. So I went down to Waterford and she checked for a heartbeat, which we heard, which was strong and healthy. So I was happy, so she was happy. So then I went all the way back to Huntly and stayed the night, and then worked again the next day. Nothing has gotten worse since then. It's kind of been up and down a bit, got a bit better, then sort of went back a bit, and then got better again, and been good for the last 4 or 5 days. So that was good. My actual midwife, Carol, she suggested or gave me the option of getting an emergency ultrasound, but I didn't get one because, like I said, I'd heard the heartbeat, so I was happy with that. And if I was miscarrying, there was nothing the ultrasound could do about it. Like they couldn't help me, so I figured I'd just wait it out till 20 weeks and go get my proper scan then. So everyone's happy with that. Meantime, my bloods came back from the hospital, the results, and so the hospital rang me and left a voicemail saying that the bloods came back with abnormalities and that I had to ring my GP. So I rang the GP and they said, oh, we haven't heard anything, and you know, you just have to wait. So then I tried to ring back the hospital because I was a bit nervous, as they said that it was abnormalities, and they wouldn't tell me anything. They said, well, as soon as you discharged yourself, we don't have to give you any information, so you have to wait until your doctor can get a hold of it. So then I rang my midwife, and she chased the hospital down and they gave her the results. Meanwhile, the GP rang me again and said, oh, you have to come in for a checkup and that's the only way you can get your results, but my midwife got them, so I never had to go to the doctors. I went and saw the midwife, and she said all it was that my white blood cell count was up, which is something that happens when you're pregnant anyway, so it's not even a problem. So she's not sure why they were telling me it was abnormal, and that my iron was really low, which it always is anyway, so she upped my iron tablets, so we're getting on top of that. I think I've only gained 2 kgs since I was about 7 or 8 weeks, which isn't a lot, but I look big and I feel big. But yeah, on my scales it's only gone up 2 kgs, so I'm not sure if that is good or bad. I'm going to ask that at my appointment. I think I either have appointment Wednesday coming or the Wednesday after, so I'll ask about that then. Cravings, haven't had any cravings at all, kind of almost the opposite. Like, I really like lemon, and so I made lemon honey, but for some reason I just can't stand it right now. Even though it's really, really good and it sounds good, but when I go to eat it I'm just like, no. And there's a few things that have been like that. Something sounds really good, but then you make it and the smell of it or the look of it, I'm just like, ugh. And the morning sickness has stopped. It went way back, probably around 13, 14 weeks. But in saying that, there has been the odd day where I've just randomly felt real nauseous or spewed up, but like only real randomly, like it's not every day. Yeah, just really random. Hungry all the time. Even though I've just eaten, I'm always hungry. What else? Discomfort. Not so much during the day, it's just pretty much at night time, trying to get comfortable. Like, it hasn't been disturbing my sleep really, but it's just finding a comfortable position to get to sleep. Once I'm asleep I'm fine. But yeah, just trying to get comfortable at night can be difficult, and my boobs are really sore by the end of the day. Like, whenever I take my bra off at night, oh god, it's just sore, painful. I don't remember if I had that with the other two or not. And driving, because working in Huntly, it's like a 40-minute drive to and from work, so sitting in the car for that 40 minutes, it's the top of my stomach, the top, right up the top, like just under my boobs. That's where it gets really uncomfortable. But apart from that, yeah, I've been fine on my feet. No swelling, no loss of breath, or I was really tired in the first 3 months, and I have had a lot of energy lately, so that's really nice to have my energy back, because I hate being tired. Appointments, so at the moment my appointments are once a month. I can't remember when that changes, but excuse me, so I have one, like I said, I think it was either next Wednesday or the Wednesday after, and then, so that'll be my 19 week. It must be next week, I think it's next week, because I'll be 18 and 6, and then I see her, and then she'll give me the forms to go for my 20-week scan, and then I think that's when you do the glucose test and drink that yummy sugary drink and get some more bloods done, and then hopefully with those bloods they'll say that my iron's gone up because I've doubled my pills. I'm taking 2 a day now, and then yeah, hopefully that will even out. And size wise I feel like I'm really big, but people tell me that I don't look that big. Like they say, oh look, you're just starting to get a belly, but my belly, I feel like it looks huge. Like, I suppose I wear baggy t-shirts so they can't really see it, and then I pull my shirt up and then I'll have like a tight singlet on and they go, oh. But I feel like it just popped back out, like because I've been pregnant twice already, my body just remembered and just went, I feel really big. So that was with the baggy shirt, and then with the tight shirt, there's a difference. And then without the shirt, so I feel really big. I don't know, I feel big, and we're not even halfway yet. So. And I got mega stretch marks from Lilia from pregnancy number 1, and then I didn't get any with number 2, and I think it's due to scratching, because with Lilia I just really didn't care, and people told me not to scratch, and I was like, I don't care if I get stretch marks, and I scratched because it felt good, and then I got so many stretch marks. And then with Ariel I was really good and didn't scratch and didn't get any, so I blame that. It could have been the time of the year, maybe I was dehydrated because it was summer with Lilia, and I don't know, but I'm determined not to scratch this time. The stretch marks from Lilia are actually getting a lot better, they're fading heaps. So, and I mean, yes, we'll be having more kids, but after this one we will definitely be having a nice big break. So maybe I'll be able to sort my stomach out in those few years. So yeah, I think that's everything. Like I say, I want to do one every week. So I'll have one or two more, I can't remember, before I go for my 20-week scan, and then I'll put that footage up as well. Oh, and I filmed at the 12-week scan, so I'll put that up as well in the next couple of days. And I should make a video of what the kids got up to for Halloween, because Mum took them trick-or-treating. They came to Huntly with me and I had to work, so Lilia dressed up as Snow White and I did her hair, and then Ariel had a little Furby costume, so I got a couple of photos. And my camera died, of course. I didn't charge it beforehand, so I couldn't send it with my mum to take videos, but they had a great time, and I think they got more candy than Jason would have approved of. I didn't actually see because they ate it all before I finished work, but they had fun, yeah. So I'll see what I've got of that to put up, and I'll film this Saturday whether we do some fireworks at home or go to Huntly for the racing, and I'll get those videos up, and I'll see you next week for week 19. Yay!